Hi guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the battery hedge trimmers that I use in my business. As you can see, I use both Stihl and Husqvarna, and they are the battery ones. I still do have a petrol handheld machine and the Stihl combi system with the hedge trimmer on the end, if I need to cut through some thicker, harder stuff. But 95% of the time when I cut hedges nowadays, I use battery power. I have both brands because I bought that HSA 86 and the HLA 65 before the Husqvarna stuff came out. The Stihl was already out, and I wanted to get into battery power, so I went with what was available at the time, and since then I've switched. I haven't switched, I've added to and bought these Husqvarna machines. With the handheld ones, I'll talk about the Stihl stuff first. The Stihl machines are great. Lots of guys use them and love them, and they are good machines. But the first day I bought the Stihl stuff and did the first hedge, 5 minutes of trimming, and I thought, man, this stuff's rubbish. But that's coming straight from a petrol machine to the battery machine. But I stuck with it and finished that job, and by the end of that job, which was only a small one, I was in love with battery power. So it doesn't take very long to get used to it. It's not petrol stuff. You have to get used to not having that noise. Sorry, it's just started to rain, so it's made the shed a bit loud. But yeah, it's just so good to use battery power when you're trimming hedges. Now I changed to the Husqvarna because of the stroke rate of the blades. The Stihl stroke rate is 3,000 cuts a minute, which is quite alright, but the Husqvarna is 4,000, and the difference is what makes the Husqvarna so nice to use. If you're trimming regular hedges like Moreas, Diosmas, Durantas, Buxus, that faster stroke rate gives you a neater job, and it's actually quicker to do. In saying that, having the 3,000 strokes with the Stihl, it seems to cut through thicker, rougher stuff better than the Husqvarna, and that's why I keep it, because it's great for that. I did have the telescoping Stihl machine, which was the HLA 85. I sold it and bought the Husky for that same reason. This Husqvarna, this machine here, what is it? 536LIHE3 is probably my favourite machine. That has done so much work for me and made me so much money with hedges, and it's a pleasure to use it. I know hedges are hard. I probably wouldn't be still doing hedges if I didn't switch to battery power, because my shoulders were stuffed from using the heavy petrol machines. And having the telescoping one makes it easier for higher hedges and wider hedges. Yeah, I run the, what battery is it in the Stihl? If I could show you, is that, it's the AP300. There's the new 300S out, I think. Weight-wise, that's perfect. With the Husky stuff, I run the BLI 200. I have one of those batteries, and if I'm using them a lot, I've only got one 200. I'll stick a 300 in, but the 200 is better weight-wise when you're hedge trimming. Anything to save weight when you're hedge trimming is a good thing. I have had a few problems with the Husky stuff. I've spoken before about the battery clips cracking. that is a fault, but it only happens on the 300 batteries, so 200s in the hedge trimmers is fine. This machine here, again, this one, the 536 LIHE3, I have had a few problems with it. They've done a motor upgrade, I think it was. And I do occasionally have a problem in the head of it, in the gearing, where it's like a conrod that connects to the blades. I've had it jump out of its position a few times when I've hit a bit of hard wood, and to fix it you have to pull the back off it and just push it back on. But in saying that, I've never had a problem like that with the steel stuff. Sorry about the rain again, it's getting loud. The two handhelds have 600mm blades. I think the longer ones are 500 mils long, which is plenty. The Huskies run very smooth. The steel's a little bit rougher than the Husky when it runs. And you just got to keep the blade sharp, which I might talk about another time because this rain's getting louder. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. There's other brands out there, but stroke rate when you're hedge trimming is one thing to really be aware of. I mean, some machines are 2,800, and I don't feel that would be adequate. I know that the handheld plug-in steel machine that's out goes up to 5,000. That's just awesome. But you have to have the cord going to the battery, which is something I don't like. But anyway, guys, I just thought I'd show you those, and I might talk a bit more about them one day when it's not raining. See ya.